Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, what I am going to show you guys today is I had done a sketch, a little TikTok and Instagram reel thing, and it's of this coffee that I had in the morning. It's the main sketch is there on the left, and I just quickly redid it to figure out the composition, just familiarize myself with the shape. But I just had a feeling of painting it. I thought it would be a really good study. I thought the lighting and the way the shadows were working was really cool, and I just need to practice more with my painting. So yeah, that's what this video is. Alright, so now I'm just getting into sketching it and putting it onto the canvas so I can start prepping it and actually painting it. So this first layer was just a nice cool blue, very similar to the coffee mug that I was referencing in real life. I then just got my rag, removed that paint, creating the first highlights on the mug, and then I start painting on the shadows. This is just like the very first layer so I can familiarize myself and recognize where the shadows and where the highlights are. So I let that first layer dry overnight and then began to start working up the layers and making it a bit more solid and just really cleaning up and finalizing this study. So this part of painting the actual coffee mug, it just gets really tedious and it's not very exciting. All it really is just going back and forth, constantly lighting it up to make sure those highlights are correct as you follow the mug around, where it gets from lighter to darker. And yeah, I'm just trying to really hyper focus on everything I'm doing and make sure that every single stroke I make is the right one. We are now beginning to go into where I started just painting down the background. I just painted the background not a white, but a very light blue. I would kind of explain it like a cloudy blue, but it's just me making the background a bit lighter, making that mug stand out a bit more. In my head, it makes sense to make the background lighter for this. At the end of the day, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just doing it for a study anyway. My last little bit with the mug is to just darken this shadow a bit, because it really helps create that contrast and kind of define the mug a bit more and make it stand out. But since I already had this bright background, I was trying to make the shadow a bit softer as it meets the bright background, but I kind of messed it up, but it still looks fine. Now this part is sure to confuse a few people, but all I'm doing is just having a bit of fun with this study. I kind of created this little alien script language thing just for fun, and I can just write things now using it, and it just kind of brings a bit more mystery to the painting, makes it a bit more interesting for me. And now the coffee, I was actually gonna leave it the way it was and make people think it's like milk inside the cup, but I was like, it's a study, it's just practice, so it doesn't matter if it looks like garbage. So I just went in with a dark raw umber, and it was like this transparent red oxide or something like that to try and create that coffee color, and then adding little spills just to once again make it a bit more interesting, have fun with the artwork. And yeah, I was pretty happy with how it turned out. thank you very much for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's nothing too big, it's just a lot of me talking. It's always about getting that content out there, and I just want to show you guys kind of what I do whenever I find something that I think is going to be an interesting painting, maybe an interesting study. So yeah, I painted this thing. Wow, I mean, it's nothing special, it's nothing like super detailed. I probably could work on this for a lot longer and make it into something a lot more detailed, but I just don't see the point, and I just want to keep it kind of as a little study, a little homage to when I had that coffee that one time. Let me know how you think this was. I mean, it's pretty boring. But anyway guys, thank you very much for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you share it around, make sure you like it, comment and subscribe, okay? Have a good one. Peace.